Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of the HomeGround's Untitled podcast. We are HomeGround. It's been a while, it's been a long time since we've done this. Happy New Year, although it's been a week. I'm Haikal, the Arsenal fan. We got Thiru, as always, the United fan. United fan, right?
Yeah.
Right. We got the Liverpool fans, Dom and Prabhu, also known as Da, also known as Daman.
Hey.
Alright, so before we begin, before I get scolded again, let's start with the Fantasy Premier League. We've got the league leaders. Are you running away with it this season?
I don't know, I hope so. I'm currently topping a lot of games. So unfortunately, I haven't been having a good week or a good few weeks.
Okay.
But the buy of Pogba has been the difference.
So any tips you want to give?
I think many years of the resurgence, people should start buying many players. Besides that, I think many attackers. I think Luke Shaw is a good buy. In terms of defense, he's cheap. He will be getting some clean sheets for United. He might even be getting some assists. He might even be getting some goals. Besides him, I think Pogba is a definite buy. Rashford, Martial.
There's too much United players. So you have to pick three.
So out of these four, you can only pick three. But I think these are the only four that you should be looking at if you're looking at United players. Yeah. Besides that, the rest of the teams, I think Spurs is doing well. Son Heung-min is going to be out, so please start selling your Son Heung-mins.
Yep.
And if you're going to sell him, then I think the next best option for you to buy for Spurs would be Ericsson or Ali, I guess.
Alright. That's the tip from the current leading number one in our table, and good luck to you guys who are still in the cup. I'm going to share a bit of a.
Can you believe it? I'm out of the cup.
Oh. The league leader is out of the cup. Right. I have a bit of a story to share with you guys. I know you don't do this. I know I don't do this. I'm not sure about you. There's your strikers, your main strikers in your first 11. I'm pretty sure you don't have a player that's not in and out. He's always the starting player.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't put that guy as captain.
Reason being because
He's not playing.
no, he does play.
No,
Or you mean someone like Mitrovic or someone like?
no, I'm talking about someone like Solanke.
Solanke. Yeah.
Would you put him in your first 11?
No, definitely not.
Would you put him as your captain?
No, Solanke maybe now yes, because I've not yet seen what Bournemouth is going to do with him. Depends on what Bournemouth does with him. He might be an influence on Bournemouth, and he might keep them top half of the table.
Another tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Solanke will go into the first 11 because therefore it's already moved to Rangers, and the main star of Bournemouth right now is Brooks. So with Brooks and the partnership of a striker who is able to maneuver very well in space. As pace, it will be Solanke. So I think it was a good buy for Bournemouth, but he might just shine. Don't take it from me, I'm not an FPL guy. I don't play. Every time I play, I'm losing, so I quit playing FPL already. So yeah.
Actually, the player I'm talking about is Alexander Solov from Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Right. The story is there's a guy who's from Norway. He plays Fantasy Premier League just like us, and he has Alexander Solov in his first 11 as his captain since game week 1 till now.
But he stopped.
No, he's still there.
No, as in, how is he doing with regards to point?
I don't know because he's.
Why would you do that?
Yeah. I mean, he's there. I don't know, maybe because Solov is a Norwegian and he was.
It's himself.
No, it's not himself. It's a 14-year-old. I think maybe it's his favorite player.
Yeah, maybe
he's been doing that, and Solov got wind of this story, and what he does is, I'm not a Crystal Palace, high paid player. So the best I can do is if you ever to come to Crystal Palace, I'm giving you 50% off the tickets, and I'll give you free popcorn.
Okay, now I remember what we're talking about.
So moral of this story is maybe you should put someone like Alexander Solov so you get a bit of a discount if you come in the league.
To to not watch Crystal Palace lah.
I've got Van Dijk since day one.
He definitely know this.
All right, moving on. Before we get to the main topic, which is your Manchester United, Liverpool. How's your season so far?
Awesome.
It was actually Liverpool were overachieving. They were playing really, really well. They were
2018 was awesome. 2019 has not been so
It's
far.
a nightmare.
Yeah.
No, but it's always been like that because January, once Liverpool starts in January, they always don't do well. So it's probably post the holidays. They have, I think they are quite complacent. It's always been a Liverpool problem, complacency. So we have been doing well. We still, surprisingly, we are still top of the table. But the only team to lose twice from winning top at Christmas and then eventually, usually teams that win at Christmas and then they will win the title. But the only two teams that have not won the league at Christmas after being top at Christmas is Liverpool twice. So the third time, let's see how it goes.
The time might be a charm.
Yeah.
Confident? Or you don't want to say it?
I don't really want to.
Yourself?
I don't know. I think Klopp has a plan,
Yeah.
and I hope that the plan works. I don't know, man. Anything can happen.
The problem with the plan is that most of the teams they have the financial muscle to buy players quickly in the January. Like for example, Chelsea is already targeting the Nicolo Barella and Leandro Paredes. Liverpool has sold players rather than buy players, and they have already started to heavily loan out, especially their defensive area where it's been very tight. Injuries have been a lot, and losing. We already lost. Technically, we don't have a centre back who can replace, who can stand in as a second man. So everyone is injured. Lovren just got injured after the loss at Wolves. So probably we have to bring a youth in again. So this has always been a problem, injuries. So if Liverpool do not invest in January, it will cost them. That's my take. But it has always been a German Klopp philosophy where I do not want to drop into this January tug of war where prices are inflated. I rather want to buy a player in the season and use them. But
Yeah, and it's more of a panic buy.
yeah, so he feels that they will sell more and I will panic more because I need to replace. So it shouldn't be that way. But
Van Dijk inflated.
What?
Van Dijk inflated.
No, but I think Van Dijk is really stepped up a bit. So 75 million really looks cheap on him now.
Even Edison 60 million looks cheap.
Yeah, I think if there's no Van Dijk, Liverpool will not be top. That's my take.
Alright. Agree with everything you said? Yeah, he said. Okay, so time for you to shine. We know you always shine. How have you been sleeping?
It's Liverpool's titles to lose, so I can't sleep.
There's always something that bugs you. Alright, United. Good run. Reborn.
That's the word to say it. Reborn.
Alright. So before we get to what they're doing now and what they're doing in the next few games, let's track back a bit. Was Jose Mourinho the problem?
Yes. You can say that. Yes.
But was he the only problem?
He was not the only problem, but he was the major problem.
I mean,
There are two ways to look at this. Number one, you have to look at Mourinho as a manager and then the club back him or not.
okay.
Right. Then you have to look at the players. Did they stand behind the manager? These are two things you have to look at. So first thing first, Mourinho is a manager who performs outstandingly well when he's been given money to spend.
Yeah.
Right. So you know, he played at Chelsea, at Inter Milan, his most two spells at Chelsea and Inter Milan. This was his most successful period. Not, you can't consider Real Madrid much because of Pep Barcelona. So when you look at that, he has been given outrageous amount of money to invest in players, and he always buys a player who's in his peak or is going to reach his peak in the next season. So it's a ready-made product that he buys in. For the Champions League win with Inter, he brought in 5 players and to Schneider and etc. So when it comes to United, he did not have the spending power right now. And Man City has a lot of spending power, along with Liverpool, they spending 60 million on Alisson and 75 million on Van Dijk. So, and United have a problem with a lot of aging players. They need to balance the books, etc. So he wasn't given the transfer kitty that he wanted. So that's one problem, and I think he totally lost enough of them.
Okay. Now the current manager, 4 of us have seen him play before. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Solskjaer, right?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna ask you guys what you guys think of him when he was still playing. For me, I remember this one game when United were facing Everton. Everton did 1-0. The full-time score was 4-1. And Solskjaer scored all 4 after coming in. So that's my memory of Solskjaer. I mean, to define it to you younger viewers.
That's not the only game he scored for.
Yeah, there's a lot, but that's the one that comes to mind.
Nothing for us.
I think 4 goals in 10 minutes.
It was a sub.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing.
Super sub.
Anything?
Okay.
I'll go last on this, so you guys will get first.
Maybe I want to share because Solskjaer, number 20, right?
Yeah.
So it'll be number 20 then. You always remember him being known as the baby-faced assassin. So there is a reason because people usually underestimate him when they see him. So United has played 235. Solskjaer has played for United 235 games. He has won. He scored 91 goals. Right, 91 goals, 144 wins. Which means when he plays for United, there is a 61.2% chance that United will win. So in the whole of the games that he played, he only lost 39 times, which is remarkable. So I mean, it's not entirely him. Obviously, there's at that time there was the prime United So they had the 92. They coming back in the score. There was Beckham at his prime. So Solskjaer really fit into the thing, and he was scoring important goals when it was necessary. He was scoring important goals when he came on as a sub. So that kind of trait you don't really find in players nowadays. So he understood the United way, and of all there was this important. The only record he had was the one against Newcastle where he was the last man running and then he took the player down because he knew that I have to do everything I can to save the pride of the team. And right now, that United way and the philosophy is really well adjusted into the squad. The players know that it's like Mancunians like Rashford and even Pogba also knows that this guy is from United. He's a United legend. I'm playing under him. They have the motivation, and even he has the backing of Sir Alex Ferguson. What more would you want for a youth player? And he's letting United have that free flow attacking football. People wanted a 4-4-2 or something traditional, but he's doing 4-4-3-3. It's impressive, especially 3 wingers. So it's quite good. It's quite entertaining actually.
Anything? Nothing? Don't care about United?
No, how can you not care about United?
I think his memory is the goal that Solskjaer scored and not really pull out of the quarterfinal. United went on to win the treble.
I don't really give a damn about that, but yeah, I think the biggest memory, the biggest memory, Cardiff. No,
That's what it's
definitely the Premier final.
Yeah.
The Champions League final where he scored the winning goal after coming on as a sub in the very last minute, and then he saw some Bayern Munich players crying over the loss. They don't even know how they lost the game. I think that's the biggest memory I have of Solskjaer. With regards to him becoming a manager right now, I don't think that he is the one that actually has made United reborn. Because they have help from their assistant manager as well.
Yeah, I haven't talked about. I talked about him as a player.
We'll get it.
Oh,
Carry
sorry.
on.
So am I supposed to talk about player?
Carry on.
Okay, so back to the point. Yeah, I don't think he's the sole reason that. Yes, motivation is a big factor for players. I think the biggest motivation for players is the Mourinho's up. I think that's the biggest motivation for them. Look at Pogba, he's dancing around. I feel like slapping him when he's dancing, but yeah. You know, but yeah, he is what he is. He does what he does, and he's earning the points for United. And the reason being is because he has the freedom now, and Solskjaer gives the freedom. I think it's really the United way, where the manager backs the players. Even during Sir Alex Ferguson's time, they knew how badass he was in the dressing room. But when he comes out into the media, he's a totally different player. He backs his players. He doesn't throws his player under the bus. But Mourinho throws players under his own bus. So which is he's the bus driver. He drives the bus over there as well. it's not fair. It's something that you don't want to see. It's very ugly. So it's glad to see that Mourinho is out. It's nice to see Solskjaer back. I mean, it reminds me, or no, it actually reminds me of Gerrard. And actually, I can't wait for Gerrard to come back and take over Liverpool because he's doing such a good job at Rangers. Anyways, yeah. So back to Solskjaer. It's good to see him back.
So, I'm gonna ask you this question. I mean, from what you're saying, you are not threatened by United. Where you're standing right now?
I wouldn't count where I'm standing, where Liverpool is standing right now. But to be honest, I'm not threatened at all because of the fact that rebuilding takes a lot of time. Look at what happened to Liverpool. Look at what happened to Chelsea. Look at what's happening to Arsenal. So rebuilding takes a lot of time. Don't even talk about Man City. They didn't have to even start rebuilding. They just start rebuilding. Right. So rebuilding takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of work. So there's still a long way to go for United because of their aging players. They've got so many aging players, they need them replaced. They need to bring the United way back of bringing the youth players up. Something like what Liverpool is doing right now. Klopp is bringing up all the young players and everything. So they have good squad depth. So United doesn't really have good squad depth with their players and stuff. So with regards to that, rebuilding takes a long time. However, this football, it can always happen within a season.
You never know.
You never know. It can always happen within a season. I mean, next season is a restart. Whether or not United will be in the Champions League for next year, we do not know because they don't have the Europa League. So the only way for them to qualify is the 4th place. They have to get it.
Or do you mean the Champions League?
Yeah, or they win the Champions League, which it's going to be hard because there's lots of teams there. Real Madrid is back on track.
We'll get that.
Yeah, it's not easy as well.
Have you seen Sociedad?
anyways, yeah. So with regards to United being in the Champions League for next season, they have to get the 4th place. If they go on to win the Champions League, good. I mean, English team winning.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's a good thing for English teams.
It's exciting.
Yeah. Arsenal and Chelsea are going to fight it out for the Europa League, 4th place and the Europa League. But they have a point. They have extra advantage because they have the Europa League. If United falls out of the Champions League places, they don't have anywhere else to go. They have to fight for the 4th place.
But see, here's my take. See, Solskjaer has his ways, but the thing is, what you're seeing now is Solskjaer's experience being tested on lower league teams. So he already played Bournemouth, Huddersfield, Cardiff, Newcastle. It's so sad to say that Newcastle is a lower league team, but sorry, you are. So
Lower end of the table.
Lower league is
has
like
not
championship.
been tested at the big game yet. And the last time when Solskjaer was a manager in the Premier League, he fumbled terribly with Cardiff. Cardiff got relegated. So the first test of Solskjaer's capability is Tottenham. They're going to play Tottenham next. So this game will expose or it will show whether Solskjaer is the right person. And I honestly tell you, they might not pull this off because they do not have that 4-3-3 will not always work. And Pogba in big games is a totally different player when he's playing lower league teams. He has the freedom, he has the movement, but big games he might not shine. Maybe the Man City 3-2 is the biggest time when Pogba really came. So that will expose Solskjaer.
I'm going to give you time to talk. But before I let you said about tests. Big test. The next 7 games of United are Tottenham away, Arsenal away, PSG at home, Liverpool at home, PSG away, Arsenal away, and Man City at home.
And
Wonderful.
And no, because Liverpool already played they only have.
And this is without the FA Cup.
They only have like three or 4 big games left. And
most of it is at home.
United and Chelsea. City play already. So 3 left. So it's only 1 away game and the rest is at home. And it is an easier path compared to teams who are going to play the big games now. Man City is going to play the big games now, and that is the chance for Liverpool to lengthen the points. But United will definitely be exposed. And if Solskjaer pulls this off, in my point of view, is that the only way he can do this is putting Rashford on his free flow football. If Rashford, like for example, Rashford played really well in the 2-1 win against Liverpool last season. where he just had his space, he just had the cross to go in.
It was his game.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. He knew that this is my ground. This is where I'm gonna shine. And if they are able to pull this off, then maybe Solskjaer should stay for United rather than Pochettino.
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
Pochettino is also a trophyless manager. Why do you keep saying about Klopp? I mean, Pochettino is also playing pressing football. Literally everyone is playing pressing football now. So, yeah.
Alright, so you've heard what Liverpool fans have to say
Mhm.
about United. Now, what do you feel about Solskjaer? And also is he your long-term manager or you prefer some other
I
manager?
haven't decided on that yet.
Okay, no, carry on.
Okay.
Actually, quite early.
First of all, Solskjaer has come to the club as an interim appointment.
Mhm.
Right? He's on loan from Holland.
Yeah.
It's like a manager on loan. Okay. But the main thing that he's done is bring Mike Phelan back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
That is the main thing I want to talk about because the moment when David Moyes took over as a chosen one many years ago, he made a mistake of
Removing
the
the backroom stuff, everyone.
the entire backroom stuff out of the club, out of the training ground, out of everywhere.
Yeah.
So now Mike Phelan is back. He had a stint as a Hull City manager as well.
Mhm.
He didn't do well. They got relegated as well.
Some people can only be assistant managers.
So in this case, he's brought that feel-good factor back to the club.
Mm.
Right? The United way has been restored.
Or the Ferguson way.
Of the Ferguson days. So and a lot of these players who are United now, the youngsters, they have gone through this system.
Mhm.
They've been brought up this way.
The same
Most of
system
them
as
played
Solskjaer.
under Solskjaer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you-
Most of them
when you-
did play under Solskjaer
Yeah.
when he was the reserve team manager.
Reserve team manager.
Right. So and suddenly now you see Lukaku scoring goals.
Yeah.
Right. And Lukaku has said that it is because Solskjaer understands what kind of striker I am and what is my game plan and how I play the game.
Mhm.
So it has helped me to adapt to it instead of forcing me to become a player that I'm not at.
Yeah.
Right? So you cannot expect everyone to come in and become a proper.
Correct.
I'm saying this because of Bruno. I was Zlatan Ibrahimovic. You have a certain style of play and you have to adapt that into your team. And that is what Solskjaer is doing and is doing well now. So when I watched the first game against Cardiff, it was United unleashed.
Yeah, it's really
Right?
all over
So
the place.
all these people have been held by a shackle of tactical play and movement and etc.
Great.
Even Lindelof seems like he's a deep lying driver.
Yeah.
No, it was actually amazing to see Phil Jones
Yep.
going up the pitch,
Yeah.
like after making a pass and running up, freeing up space.
And
for
literally
him.
everyone just
That is what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. It's attack is the best form of defense.
Yeah.
This is what this is the United way. So everyone is going up and joining the attack. And under Mourinho, everyone had to sit back and park the bus. Right.
Cautious, very
It
cautious.
was a very cautious approach to the game. But you can never win games like that unless you're going to score a goal and sit down and defend for the 89 minutes,
Yeah.
which is not going to happen all the time.
Yeah.
So I think Solskjaer has brought the feel-good factor. And like you mentioned, the next 7 games, that's the true test of Solskjaer's managerial powers. Whether he will come out of these 7 games as a winner. Out of 5, out of 4, you never know. But PSG is going to be tough because it's a European game. You're going to see our Oscar award-winning Neymar with his dreadlocks.
And now prick.
And he does like
Yeah, damn ugly, you know. I think you're a predator or what?
So the 7 games is going to be crucial.
Yeah.
That's going to prove whether Solskjaer is the right man for the job or not.
He's,
Right? And I know there are a lot of names being thrown into the hat for the job at the end of the season. Like Pochettino, Zidane,
Zidane.
Laurent Blanc, Jardim.
there's one name actually that caught my eye. The Leipzig, sorry.
Yeah.
The Leipzig manager,
Oh, yeah,
and as
yeah,
well
yeah.
as the
Marco Rose. Is it Marco Rose?
No, but
Red Bull Salzburg.
Yeah, Marco Rose, I think. That's the first name.
do you know one Leipzig manager just now in the Premier League?
Is it the Southampton manager?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
I forgot. I can't pronounce his name.
Yeah. I can't remember his name.
The guy that beat Arsenal.
So it's I think the best young managers of today, of the current era, are in Germany. Thanks to the system when they redid the German model after the 2006 World Cup. So that's going to be good for a lot of coaches. We have Klopp, we have Julius Nagelsmann. Yeah. There's a lot of players, a lot of managers who are coming up top from there. So, is going to be Solskjaer or not? 7 games to prove.
Yeah.
So you're gonna use these 7 games to
Yeah.
sort of gauge.
Yep.
It is also a gauge for him lah. You know where he stands. Is United too big or can he fit in or not? So it is.
At the same time, when you got Zidane, if you appoint Zidane, you got a large pulling factor for players.
Yeah.
Same thing for Pochettino. You're going to get a lot of youth players from Spurs or a lot of players in the league who are going to follow him through.
Yeah.
So that will be a big factor in the appointment and the season.
But I think it's just going to be stupid for Pochettino to move. I seriously think it's
But he came. I think he came out today saying that
He will not talk about his future.
he will not talk about his future as
Yeah.
well as he wants to be back in the transfer window.
Yeah,
But
because
the
that-
problem is the stadium. That's holding him back.
now the stadium is being built. It's really built.
But you're still gonna need money. It's not fully paid.
Yeah, but there might be a chance where they see there's it's going to be built soon and they might give him more money
It depends.
in the transfer kitty.
Depends.
If that doesn't happen, then definitely he's going to move.
Because Arsenal have been helped
Yeah.
by the stadium by a lot.
But if Pochettino moves, then yes, he is the right man to rebuild United. I mean, Solskjaer has not been. Solskjaer hasn't signed anyone yet, so I don't know whether. I don't know how good
I don't know
Solskjaer's
whether
game
he
is going to
does he
be.
have any power in the transfer season.
We're not sure.
No, but Solskjaer already said that United are not going to sign anyone in the January transfer window.
Do you agree with that, or you prefer someone?
No, it depends because if I'm not going to be given the full-time job,
Yeah.
I'm not going to invest in
Why must I invest?
And if I'm going to invest in somebody, I must make sure that somebody who takes over me will follow through.
Yeah. Because why would you? Why
Because I
would
thought-
United even let him buy someone?
No, because I thought
It's like Luis Van Gaal coming out
Yeah.
and say, I signed Memphis Depay for Ryan Giggs.
I mean, if you love United and you want to succeed, you might as well get someone in. I mean, that's my point of view of United bringing someone in. Is that everything?
Yeah, that's all.
You want to talk about my feeling?
No, because okay, Mike Phelan also came out to say that during the last few terms of Ferguson, he was the actual manager. Ferguson was not say out of place, but Ferguson was not in the picture of the management. It was Mike Phelan himself. So, but when Mike Phelan was given the opportunity to manage, he did not prove it. So most of the managers, I don't know why, but most of the managers who came out from the Ferguson timeline, like okay, let's say don't even talk about the class of '92. You see like
Bobby Robson?
Robson, Steve Bruce.
Steve Bruce, they all are not fantastic managers. So it might be that they were fantastic players, but that they were not exposed much to the
But I could also
technical.
say that they've been exposed to such high quality that you cannot bring this mentality
In-
to a lower league club
in a lower league
and
club.
and still the belief that
Maybe.
But Gary Neville had Valencia.
that's a good point. And Roy Keane had Celtic, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Graham Souness.
Graham Souness also destroyed Liverpool. They still keep talking about what? Say Pogba, keep talking about Liverpool playing in certain formations.
He's criticizing Liverpool, right?
Yeah.
Criticizing
Yeah.
Liverpool and then fantastic player, nice moustache but lousy and horrible analysis. So
Maybe this could be
every team has a share of these players now. So
maybe this could be a topic why assistant managers or coaches don't translate well as managers.
Yeah, it could be the case
Yeah, it
because
could be the case.
you don't have that authority.
That would be an interesting topic.
Yeah.
You don't have authority over the team, but you're the guy. Good cop, bad cop. So you're the good cop. The bad cop has to be the manager.
Alright,
The other
anything
way around.
anything else on this topic?
I think quite clear.
I hope you're sleeping well. You've been
He
completely
already said that he's not sleeping well because Liverpool stopped table.
No, but previously he couldn't sleep at all because Mourinho was causing nightmares.
Now the nightmare has stopped, but it's just that it takes a long time to get to sleep. It's the only thing.
Alright, so the last part of this podcast is our showdown. So we're gonna go with players. We're gonna go with a team that we mentioned earlier, Bayern Munich. Current player Lewandowski, goal machine against another goal machine in Jurgen Klinsmann. Gentlemen, who's like to go first?
I can share a little bit because
Carry on.
I'm not very au fait with Klinsmann's playing. So I know about Klinsmann and his
What he does.
versatility in leagues, but Lewandowski is aging. What's his age now?
30.
30 already. He's a target man, so he can score. He can score crucial goals, but put him anywhere else or in a tactical position that requires him to do a lot of defending or do a lot, he cannot perform. So you have to feed the ball to him. He has to be in a spot where you feed it to him and you score. He's a good finisher, and but versatility, no.
I think touching on that point, if you were to talk about that, then you should talk about Klinsmann's time at Spurs. He was practically a one-man show.
Yeah.
I
If
mean,
I'm not wrong,
they had
Klinsmann
Viola and all this, but
Yeah.
was on continuously drifting to the flanks also.
Yeah.
I remember because of that particular dive lah. So I remember Klinsmann had some pace, not pacey, but he had some pace.
Yeah.
But he was always at the flanks as well. So something that Lewandowski might not be able to do, but definitely
No, I
has
think-
physicality. But I don't think he has the pace.
I believe that even when he was at even when Klinsmann was playing, he wasn't always deployed as a striker. He could also be deployed as the player behind the striker as well.
Shadow striker.
Yeah, so he was more of like moving around. Whereas Lewandowski is putting one position, bringing in the striker.
Center forward, striker.
But he is a goal machine.
Yeah,
You cannot
He's
deny
like-
that.
But he has not been outside of the Premier League. Bundesliga. Can he do it on a corner at Stoke?
Yeah, probably not lah.
I don't know, but
Period of did it, but I know.
Yes.
we shall see. Maybe in the Champions League he could face a English club.
He is facing English club.
He's
Oh.
facing Liverpool.
Yeah,
also.
facing
So he's going to go up against Van Dijk.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're going to see whether
So
it's
we can
tested.
see.
He's going to see his former boss, Jurgen Klopp.
I don't know. I with regards to that game, I think it's going to be a goal fest. I think both defenses are going to be in shambles.
But Liverpool's
Just-
got no
I'm
Van
just
Dijk
thinking
in the
because-
first leg.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why both defenses are going to be in shambles. There's going to be lots of goals going in. Expect like a 5-4 winner from one team. I don't know what nonsense is going to come up. Maybe a 9 goal, 10 goal thriller. That's what I'm thinking.
If it's less,
I don't expect anyone to control the game. That's
No,
right.
if
if
you
it's
just
0-0, I'm coming after.
I think Liverpool is going to go for the draw because they only have Lovren as a centre back. They're going to have to play a youth, but that is depending on Joe Gomez lah. So, getting back to the topic, getting back to the topic, Lewandowski may be exposed against Liverpool, but how good is he compared to Klinsmann? I believe that Klinsmann might be much better. In his prime, Klinsmann and his prime might be better.
You're going to go with Klinsmann.
I would say Klinsmann, yeah.
Klinsmann, because of the versatility.
Okay.
Klinsmann.
Alright.
The main thing is because you see Lewandowski has a
He got to see Klinsmann more.
Yeah.
Compared to us.
I mean, he's not that old lah. But he watched a lot.
141 games for Bayern Munich so far.
Okay.
About 120 odd goals, I think. 123, I'm not sure. But the main thing is,
It's a
fucking
good issue.
ratio.
I think 116, I guess.
I think the only other person who has a better ratio than him is probably Müller.
Probably. But we're looking
We'll
at
talk about that.
We're still looking at an era where Bayern Munich is dominating the league.
Yeah.
They don't have challenges
Yeah.
over the past 4 or 5 years.
Mhm.
Until recently, Dortmund has come back with a new system with young players. So, they have always been buying all the best players in the league
Yeah.
all the time. And they got Lewandowski for free, you see,
Yeah.
from Dortmund. And the main thing is because Lewandowski has the best wingers in the country, in the Bundesliga.
True.
In Robbery.
Mm-hmm. And there's young players
This
as
is
well.
Robban and
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So and he has the youngsters like Kimmich, Philipp Lahm, and everyone beside him.
Kimmich
and,
is
and Pep Guardiola was the manager,
Yeah.
right? And so Lewandowski is a true number 9 playing as a false number 9.
Okay.
That's how the tactics worked at Bayern Munich with Guardiola.
Yeah.
So everything is going towards him,
Mm-hmm.
just like he did with Messi. So that's how he scores so many goals. But his versatility compared to Klinsmann is different. Because Klinsmann was a centre forward. He was at the right time at the right place. That was how he worked, right? And he's played in Inter Milan. He's played with Bayern Munich for 3 years. He's played at Spurs. And one season at Spurs, he was the PFA Writers Player of the Year. So that proves to you how well versed and adaptive he was to the country. And when he was in Inter, everyone loved him because you know why? He picked up Italian so fast.
Not just about football.
It's not about football.
intellect.
Yeah. It's about intellect. It's about
Another
they,
case
they
of
liked him as a gentleman.
another case of great footballer, bad manager.
I would not say that Klinsmann is a very bad manager, but I think
It's
that
timing,
He's,
it's timing.
he's not the he's the number two. He's the number two. That's the main thing. And he's been top scorer in Germany, in Italy,
Yeah.
Serie A. And before Falcao broke the record in the UEFA Cup for 17 goals, Klinsmann held it 15 goals.
In one season.
Yeah. And Klinsmann as a partner was always a dream to play with. You can ask Oliver Bierhoff. So this was a guy who could do your bicycle kicks, who could do your
Technically
your headers, right leg, left foot, whatever you need.
hair also.
Whatever that is needed to score a goal, he will do it for you. So I will go for Klinsmann as a better player, an all-round versatile player compared to Lewandowski.
Alright, so that settles it. If you guys prefer Lewandowski, just let us know, put in the comments. And we're gonna wrap things up. So make sure to like, share, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Share and like our video on Facebook. And before anything else you guys want to say?
I would think
Who's
that
going to win the Premier League? He's
not
definitely
that-
going to say City. No, wait, but you can't say City.
No, I will not jump on the bandwagon like other people who say it's Man City, Tottenham, Chelsea, and the logo.
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm not that. Okay. This is Liverpool's titles to lose. This is my opinion. Because they are 4 points ahead right now. And the only problem that I see with Liverpool is not having plan B.
Yeah.
Because they're working on a 4-3-3 with 3 forwards. So if one of them is injured, we don't have a ready-made replacement for this.
Son.
Right? That's the only case that I see.
Which is why I said
And-
buy player lah.
We need Chamberlain back. lah.
Although it hurts to say this, but it's Liverpool's title to lose.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Honestly speaking, Liverpool fans have never been confident of anything.
Actually, people say, oh, is you all keep saying this? But no, we say it every year.
That's the thing.
We are 8th place, also we say this is our year. So we Liverpool fans also don't think that we will win the title, but everyone else. Then City is continuously trying to build this rivalry. We don't care about you. Our actual rivals are probably
Nobody cares about them in Manchester.
Yeah. Our actual rivals are Everton and United.
Yep.
Through the history.
City has never been, and I don't think it will ever be.
See, we are talking about history here. You know? I mean, City should not even be here talking about history. You were once relegation threatened. You are not supposed to be talking to people who have been so you are trying to build this rivalry with Liverpool. Nobody cares about you just because somebody threw a beer bottle.
I was laughing at the commentator who said that this is the rivalry of the season.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on? See, if City
big
just started continuously losing, you see slowly people taking out the jersey and putting on the Man U jersey. So, it's gonna happen. So yeah.
Plastic
No,
fans.
it has always been United, Liverpool, Arsenal
Yeah.
from the start.
And then Chelsea came in
Chelsea
halfway.
With the
Now Spurs are back in the picture.
But Spurs.
Then Man City came in.
but I would say Spurs is
Spurs
doing
beat
well.
Spurs.
Spurs is. I would respect
Spurs has more tradition than Man City.
Yeah, that's the thing. See, Spurs is not a team that has been winning trophies, but they have been creating financial backing through player sales, history.
They're doing the
traditional way.
Yeah, they have had good players and they've had history. Again, City, you are no in no position to talk about because you just have some Arab ATM, so cannot. They might, that City might be removed from the Champions League because they've been they are continuously being exposed because it is ridiculous that a team can spend so much when they cannot even generate sales from tickets.
I mean, it has to happen. It has to happen. The FFP is there for a reason. It has to bloody happen, man.
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen, then you must just take the FFP out. UEFA has no use.
True, but UEFA is also well. Okay, so I think that's all.
That's all?
Yeah.
But who's gonna win it?
Really?
He's not gonna say. He is not gonna say. I know he's
So
not
he's not
gonna
going to
say.
say it because he doesn't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't believe the jinx thing. It's just that I have a very high tendency.
Just
of-
don't be a Lovren.
Yeah.
Bloody bastards. Jinxes everything. But
So
I love him.
So I wouldn't want to. I'm not trying to jinx it. Just that every Liverpool fan deep down knows that somehow, somewhere, sometimes.
Yeah,
Because
it's because the best team we had to win anything, to win like probably everything, including the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Champions League, whatever's going on, was the team with Torres, Xabi Alonso, Gerrard, and
Benitez.
Benitez.
And that didn't come close.
And then we finished second, and then after that the following season, Benitez's team went to shambles and Benitez left.
2008,
2008, 2009. So I mean that was bloody 10 years ago, and since then we have not seen anything close to even winning anything besides the Champions League final last season and the Europa League final 2 seasons back with Klopp's team. So that's the reason why I think Liverpool fans, I mean mostly Liverpool fans like me and Dom, are being a bit we're having a bit of confidence in the team to win something. But after seeing what happened with Wolves at the FA Cup,
but
I mean, then
really not interested.
Jurgen Klopp said that they are not interested. They want to go all the way out in the Premier League. So right now the Premier League is the only thing that they can win. Champions League is out of question. So many big things, but yeah, Premier League is the only thing they can win, and they better goddamn win it. But if they don't win,
Serious question, we ask for Klopp.
honestly, if they don't win, they shouldn't just sack
But-
Klopp or whatever, because
I think he will stay.
yeah,
Yeah.
and next season
Yes.
they like I said, rebuilding takes a long time.
And Liverpool will only get better.
Yeah.
It is clearly evidently shown.
Unless if the players leave. But I think Jurgen Klopp is a good pulling factor. A lot of players are signing new contracts. I mean, look at this season, we are missing Chamberlain, a big game player from last season. He
Yeah.
scored in all the big games. Every single big game he scored in.
Especially
And we missed him. We missed him the most in the final. We missed him the most in the final.
Just before the final.
Yeah.
Sweet.
The other question is that is Jurgen Klopp going to be a long-term manager at Liverpool?
He has to.
I think he
I will see at least 8
Depends.
years. 8 years from
Depends.
him. I want at least 8 to 10 years from him.
It is a movement actually.
We have to see because his style of play exhausts the players.
Yeah.
Definitely lah.
That's what happened at Dortmund.
That's the reason why he's actually only concentrating on Premier League right now.
Precisely.
Because he has to go in every game. The squad depth is looking good.
So he needs the front three firing on all cylinders
Yeah.
till the end of the season.
Yep.
And he needs his team to be fit. And he needs Van Dijk to be there.
Yeah.
I think
This
the
is what he's going to
the first major test they have is against Brighton next game, because
Because away.
yeah, so
Physically challenging.
they can't drop points. They have to win the game. It's a must-win game. Last season we were dropping points left, right, center against all these stupid teams.
But this season we're playing very well
Yeah.
against the smaller teams. So
Unbeaten run.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, because the history of the Premier League, you can just lose or draw with the top 6, but you just have to beat all the rest.
Yeah.
And you can still win the league.
Ferguson did that, right?
And Ferguson did that.
The last thing I want to touch on is City buckles under pressure. Because when you saw that when Liverpool beat Bournemouth 4-0 and they went top,
Mhm.
that's when City lost to Chelsea, right? If I'm not mistaken, yeah. So City lost to
I
Chelsea.
think it's Guardiola because Guardiola is a stressful guy.
Yeah, so I think
expects to play also.
you don't expect to win. It goes like that.
Well, the problem with that, with Man City, right, is that they don't know who's their front 6. They don't know who's their front 6. To be honest.
Actually, honestly, they were missing Fernandinho. So
Yep.
just because
That's true.
Fernandinho was a bitch in the Liverpool game, I wanted to smack his forehead.
But he was just bitter lah.
He was
clinically.
no, he was. Yeah, he's so good that he actually
Mentality-wise.
irritates the shit out of your opponent. Like
But that's
for
what
me,
he-
watching him, he was so irritating.
He
Really,
also
that
did
kind
the
of
same thing during the Carling Cup final.
So that's the kind of players who win you games.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the kind of players who.
it's a love and hate relationship.
Right.
It's the players like Gattuso.
Correct.
Those kind of players. Like I love Gattuso because I'm an Italian fan and I love watching him. But I can imagine right now what
Horrible
happened for my
No, for all the finesse of Pirlo, you have to have a better.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
For all the fitness of De Bruyne.
And you have Fernandinho.
Yeah, but they were missing Fernandinho and De Bruyne at the same time.
Yeah.
I think that's what.
Then we keep the brother is back in the bench, right?
Yeah.
So he's coming back to fitness. So I think he will play a difference if City are going to use the.
I have him in my fantasy Premier League team, so I hope so. I hope it's
So
not much of a difference.
So the Brandon is the difference. Who's key to Man City's title challenge.
Yeah. Get it?
Yeah.
All right. So for next week, I'm going to give a bit of a preview. I only need you guys to answer with one word. What do you think of Real Madrid this season? One word.
Last one to go.
All right. Scared.
Ball, like Zidane said.
All right.
Shit.
So that's there you have it for next season. Hope you guys enjoyed this show as much as we do. Thank you guys for all your support. So signing out.
Oh yeah,
This is HomeGround.
Thank you.